Do you spend so much time, hours, preparing detailed proposals for potential clients, and then they come back and say, that is too expensive, or it's more than I thought it would be? This is Lauren Fogelman with Business Success Solution. And if that's happening, then you're probably leaving thousands of dollars on the table in your firm. And it's not because your services aren't valuable. It's because you're actually failing to communicate the value effectively. And that's why I want to focus on today, how to be able to communicate your value in a way that connects with potential clients. They actually get it, and it makes them easy to say yes to moving forward with your firm's services. So I'm going to give you a pretty simple framework on how to position your services with confidence and in a way where you're not sounding salesy whatsoever. So this is the very first step. You want to focus on first what your clients care about. That is the most important thing, because when a client reaches out to you, it's not that they're thinking about really tax prep or bookkeeping or even payroll services. They're thinking about their frustrations, those missed deadlines, unexpected tax bills, financial uncertainty. Are they going to make payroll because that invoice that's outstanding gets paid in time to cover the payroll expenses? So your focus is to be able to understand what it is that's going on and educate them about the solutions you offer. So instead of saying we offer bookkeeping, tax prep, and payroll services, what you want to do is try out, many business owners come to us because they feel overwhelmed by their numbers and they're not sure if they're making the right financial decisions in their business. So we work with you so that you have financial clarity, and that way you can focus on effectively growing your business. See the difference? It's not about the services. It's about speaking to their problem and the solution that you offer. So that's step number one, is start with what your clients care about most. The next one is focus on outcomes, not features. And there's a difference. It took me a while to be able to figure this out also. But think of your services like ingredients in a cake. And this is going to really simplify it. You're going to get an aha from this. So your clients, they don't care about the flour, the eggs, the sugar that you're putting into the cake. What they care about is eating that delicious piece of cake. So once again, when you focus on the list of things that you're doing, the task, it's like selling someone on, oh, go ahead and take some flour. Go ahead and add some eggs. Go ahead and we have some sugar in there to make it tasty. They don't really care about that, or what the combination is, or how long you're cooking it for. That's like listing the services of what you do. What they get is eating that delicious piece of cake. And that is what you want to focus on, is giving them that delicious piece of cake. So stop talking about how you're able to reconcile their accounts at month's end and you're giving them all these different reports. What you want to replace it with is we keep your financials up to date so you always know exactly where your business stands, and it eliminates any surprises. So think about that. If you were looking to invest in something, would you want to invest in reconciling accounts and all these monthly reports, or would you want to invest in financials that are up to date so you know exactly where your business stands and it eliminates those surprises? Your clients want the cake. So that's what you want to be able to talk about, is being able to know what ingredients you put in the cake. That's for you to know, but they just want to invest in the cake, which is the outcome of you doing that work. And then number 3 is about framing your packages with clarity. So this is something I found on CPA.com. They found that 54% of potential clients now prefer purchasing packages as opposed to a la carte services. So if you're still offering that long list of a la carte services, you're missing out on an important opportunity. And this happened with Tammy. She is an accounting firm owner, and she just found it difficult to justify her rates to potential clients. As a result of that, she was remaining price competitive. She was working those long hours of 70 hours a week, 7 days a week, and it wasn't really even getting beyond making ends meet for her firm. For her firm, she was burning out. But what we started to do is we restructured what she offered into service packages. We talked about how to focus on the outcomes rather than tasks. And as a result, she was able to increase her rates by 30%, and she also reduced her workload. The key was helping her clients understand that they weren't just buying the long list of different functions that make accounting services happen. They were buying financial clarity and also being able to make better business decisions moving forward. So that is something to think about. And because I know you are a client-centered firm owner, you actually have a unique advantage. It is about your ability to offer personalized attention. That has so much value as opposed to the larger firms that are more transactional and really don't even know anything personal about the clients that they're serving. So instead of asking something like, what do you need, which sounds generic, it might be overwhelming because your clients aren't really business savvy. They don't really know what they need. What you want to do is have a discussion with them where you're talking back and forth of what's going on, what it is that they want to achieve, and then guiding them into the best fit option of one of your packages. So instead of saying, what do you need? What you want to say instead, replace it with is, most business owners that are at your stage choose our growth package because it includes tax planning as well as financial strategy. And that way you're not just keeping up, but you're really having the insights to make better focused decision, and you see yourself getting ahead. So by talking about it that way and helping guide them into the best fit package, they see you as an advisor, not simply a service provider. It elevates the perception of how they view you and your services. And this goes into number 4. You need to use some numbers, and the numbers show value. So what I want to think about is how can you put some numbers together that really hit home for them? And this is instead of saying, I'll save you money on taxes, which sounds very generic. They can't really wrap their mind about that and visualize that. But what you want to do is give them a concrete example. So last year, I helped one client restructure their business and reduce their tax liability by $15,000. As a result, they were able to reinvest in their business growth. So by giving a concrete example like that, they start to envision how you might be able to give them a better tax advantage as well. And the numbers make it real. By the way, if you don't have exact figures or feel comfortable doing that, then give an estimate based on typical client outcomes. So that is another way to approach it. And then the last one is the takeaway. We want to make it about them, not about you, your client-centered firm. This is very well aligned. And this way, you're not being salesy. So clients, they do not want a long list of all the things you're going to be doing and the explanation behind it because their eyes will glaze over. You're going to just lose that connection with them because they don't really get it to the degree that you do. What they want to hear from you is how you can help them. So you want to tailor your message to their specific needs and how you're able to help them solve that. That is when your value becomes crystal clear. It's like a light bulb moment for them. They're hearing you talk about what's going on for them, that you understand their challenges, and they're also hearing about the fact that you have the insights and the expertise to be able to take care of that and solve that. So think about the next time you're having a conversation with an initial consultation, someone who's interested in investing in your firm. Think about, are you listing services? So all those singular ingredients in the cake, or are you showing the solution and just giving them that mouth-watering piece of cake to take that first bite into? Remember, it's not about the ingredients. It's about enjoying that slice of delicious cake. So small shifts in your wording will start to make a big difference. And the 5 steps that I went through, let me just revise them with you, is start with what your clients care about, focus on outcomes, not features, frame your packages with clarity, use numbers to show value, and focus on the takeaway, which is about them, not about you. That is very, very client-centered. So here's one action step that you can actually do today. Review your website, look at the services page of how to work with me, where you have that long laundry list, and go ahead and highlight where you're actually focusing on listing services and the functions of what you do, the ingredients in the cake, instead of the outcomes of what happens when you mix all those ingredients together. So get away from that long a la carte list of ingredients and focus on the outcomes and the solutions that your clients will enjoy once you start doing all those things for them. And as you're going through that, you're looking at each ingredient or each service that you're offering. You want to ask yourself, so what problem does that solve for my client? So as you're going through all the different things that you offer, start asking yourself, what problem does that solve for my client? And that will start to influence your messaging and going from the tasks to the outcome. So if you're ready to refine your packages, communicate your value with confidence in order to clients see how you are the absolute solution that they have been looking for, they are no longer price sensitive, they are ready to move forward, then let's have a conversation about how to accomplish that. Go to businesssuccesssolution.com/let's talk in order to get going. Once again, it's businesssuccesssolution.com/let's talk. With that, from that conversation, you'll walk away with insights about how to be able to increase your fees and also communicate your firm's value. Once again, remember, it's not about what you do that matters to you. What matters to your clients is the difference you make because you know what to do. Lauren Fogelman with Business Success Solution, showing firm owners how to double their income working half the time.